Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters. So today I am sharing with you my September to December album. So I'm just using a Kaiser Craft album, and I've actually quite overfilled it to get to the end of December. And so I just wanted to show you, I'm really not happy with my album quality. It's really flimsy, and it's really starting to fall apart. And this is the first time I've had a Kaiser album so flimsy. And I've got 3 of these that I bought at the same time, all the same style, and all 3 of them have gone like this. So I'm really disappointed about that. So I'm going to start having a look and investing in different quality albums. So if you've got a better album suggestion, or if you have found that Kaiser Craft albums haven't done this or have done this, please let me know so that I can look into what I want to do for 2019. So one thing that Kaiser albums don't do, which is neither a negative or a positive, is they don't have spine labels, and I really like having spine labels so that I can tell at a glance what each album is for. And I know I could stick just straight onto the spine, but I decided to buy these little, I don't know what you'd call them, placeholders that I've put through the, I messed this one up, that I put through the spine, that I'm going to put my little title insert into there. So they're going to have 2018 written on them so that I know, and maybe 1, 2, and 3 to depict the 3 different albums, just so I know what each of them are. So for those of you that watch my channel, you are probably aware that I get a monthly kit, and I use that kit for each of my months in my album, and I do approximately 4 layouts, 4 12 by 12 layouts for the 4 different weeks of that month, and I also do a Project Life spread to go with the layout. So I'm going to give you a bit of a show through what my album looks like from September to December. So this is using mostly the Daydreaming collection from Kaiser Craft. This was actually an old kit that I got the month of September. Sorry, there's a really loud helicopter flying over. Just wait for that to pass. It's really loud. The month of September was a beautiful kit that was really perfect for using. It was the Willow Lane kit, so it was perfect for using in my son Tom's first album. So I actually kept that for his album, and I used a different old kit that I hadn't used yet for this month. So this layout I actually did while I was in hospital after having Tom. I was a little bit bored, so I took some scrapbooking things in and got a few jobs done. This one I did the day I was in labour, actually, and it was for a sketch challenge. Sorry about the glare. I'm not really sure how to share with you the Project Life aspect without having the glare, so sorry about that. So I handwrite my journaling. This is the first year I've really done a lot of handwritten journaling. I don't love handwriting journaling, but it's a really great way to actually use up the little label stickers and to make sure I remember why each picture was important. And I also just pulled out some old stash from past kits to try and use up a bit of the collection for this. So all of the photos are backed onto papers that came in that month's kit. This layout I've got a process video for, I'm pretty sure. I'll link all my process videos down below. It's using a cut file that was free from the Paper Issues website. Obviously this is when Katie and I were still pregnant. I'm very pregnant here. In fact, I have my baby in about 5 days from now, so very pregnant. And here he is. I did this one while I was in hospital as well. And so if I have any sort of, important things happened, I add a little insert. Now, in the case of adding an insert, I did run out of papers to back, so I also just pulled some out of my stash. I don't have a lot of square-cornered cards because all of my Project Life actual Project Life cards are round cornered. I didn't want round corners in there to go in this insert because it would be not matching with the rest of the layout. So I kept my embellishing really minimal this year because I was finding it really hard to keep up to date, and it's now March and I've only just finished my 2018 album today. So for me, the less embellished it is, the better, because that certainly made keeping up to date a lot easier. Don't think I have. I'm just looking to see what I have videos for. I think I've got a video for this one. So it's now October, so I've switched into the Fields Notes collection and the October kit. I definitely have a process video for that one. Oh, look at you. I have a video of that, meeting Thomas. This was a recipe challenge, I think. I never know when doing these process videos what exactly to say. It's more about having a look at the kit, at my layouts, and looking at the way I create my album. I don't know if you want more details about what's actually happening in the photographs. Mostly it's just our week and the things that we do. My poor dad fixing my sink. There's a process video for this one. Because I'm a stay-at-home mum and we've just had the boys, or the little boy. It's just our daily happenings, really. There's a layout for that one, process video for that one. Coming into summer. Oh, new month. We're in a new month. Sorry. So Field Notes is finished. We're in a new month now. So this is the Midnight collection from Cocoa Vanilla. This is the month of November. And so as you can see, or hopefully you can see, the cohesiveness of each month as it flows together, and just how it's really minimal embellishing just happening around the page, not too much. I didn't do a process video for this for two reasons. One, because I was scraplifting my sister, who did do a process video of it, and she was scraplifting Paige Evans. So I figured there's enough process videos of this same kind of layout, you don't need to see it again. So I loved this collection, and it's one of the first times I used full colored paper in my layouts. In this album, nearly always I'm back on white first. So but as soon as I saw these papers, I just fell in love with them, and I really wanted to use them as they were, not cut them up. So that got me onto a bit of a thing. And in my son's album that I'm doing at the same time, he's got a lot more pages that are actually done with pattern paper first, not just plain white paper. I'm really happy with how this one came out. Pretty sure there's a process video for this one. Melinda was a huge help with this one. She directed me to a video of her own that she made like this, so I took inspiration from her, and I took inspiration from a couple of other Cocoa Vanilla design team people. I just searched on Pinterest and looked through the design team, and there's a couple of other people that had done a similar type use the frames layout, so I took inspiration from all of them and pushed it all together to come up with my own. I'm really happy with the way it turned out and the way I was able to use all of the frames, because I really do find frames a really tricky thing to use, so I'm really happy with that. This one is something I saw on Pinterest as well, with the folded paper. Hence why with the pinwheel and this one as well, the album is getting so fat. And then all the flare. I tried for a while not to use all these big bits and bobs, but then I realized that if you don't use them, you'll never use them. So I just put them on. I just try and have less in my album. New month, so this is December, so now I've got the Whimsical collection. Now when I say I've got collections, I do have. but it's also just what comes in the kit. So sometimes they're not all one collection, they're a bit of a mix match. But in general, this is the whimsical collection. I'm using bits and bobs from my stash thrown in as well. So a lot of these layouts were done for the Cybercrop over on the Kitaholics Kits page. I actually had made this one for the Cybercrop, but really wasn't happy with how it looked, so I found better photos to go with the whole design and changed it. So if you're from the Kitaholics Kits design team and saw, or Cybercrop team, and saw how I'd done that one, I changed it. Surprise! I kept a lot of the elements that I'd had, but I had a shaker pocker on it, and yeah, I just looked rough to me, so I changed it up. But this one was a tic-tac-toe, I think. I can't remember. Too many challenges. This one was a sketch challenge. I knew that. I just love this cute little face. This one was a mood board challenge, but I really wanted to scrap lift the Paige Evans layout that she'd made that was really similar to that. I loved the one she did, so I really wanted to do that. This was a recipe challenge, and it's using a Christmas line, so that's like the end of the whimsical, and then I put one more page in because I had some Christmas photos and I didn't feel like I'd done Christmas enough in this album. I do have a separate December daily album, which is all my Christmas related things. So this is a Christmas line, but because I wanted to include sort of, it's not a traditional Christmas photo, yeah, I liked using this page because it was less Christmassy, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. It's the one page, I just tore it in half, and that's why it's backed. Apart from that, it looks good backed. It needed to be backed because using the one sheet, it obviously shrunk it down a little bit. And then this was a sketch as well. So I hope that helped you. As I said, I'm not 100% sure what people like to see and hear when they're watching these flick throughs, so please let me know if I've missed something or there's something you wanted to know or see more about. If I have process videos, I will link them down below. Otherwise, if you have any questions or anything like that, drop me a line and I will let you know. So thanks everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.